Nissan's Silicon Valley Research Center, our research aims to answer a single question. How do we develop intelligent systems that integrate robots and people seamlessly on the same roads at the same time? The ultimate intelligent integration. In the meantime, we need a technology bridge that will help to blend our current roads with our future roads. The solution is named for what it delivers: seamless autonomous mobility, or SAM. SAM integrates autonomous vehicles with onboard artificial intelligence, cloud-based artificial intelligence, and human support to provide consumer services like robo-taxis, robo-deliveries, shuttles, and public transportation alternatives. It's going to be the difference between having a handful of autonomous vehicles on the road versus having millions of them operating seamlessly in our communities. SAM was developed from NASA technology that used to supervise our interplanetary robots and tested using a fleet of Nissan autonomous vehicles at the NASA Ames Research Center in Silicon Valley. It's part of our research and development partnership with NASA to advance autonomous vehicle systems and prepare for the commercial application of that technology. SAM will solve the inevitable challenge of what happens when your path gets blocked by an unexpected obstacle. Road construction, fallen trees, broken down vehicles, or anything else that makes us have to circumvent the normal rules of the road, which is something we encounter all the time. But enough of me telling you about SAM, let's show you how it works. Behind me at the console is Richard Louie. He's part of the team at Nissan's Silicon Valley Research Center that's developing the system, and he's our mobility manager. Hi, Richard. You ready? Then let's go to NASA Ames Research Center and see the first public demonstration of Nissan's seamless autonomous mobility. Tara, do we have you?
Yes, Ken, I am here. This is Tara, and I am live at NASA Ames Research Center in Moffett Field, California, where Nissan is testing SAM. Now, there are several Nissan autonomous vehicles traveling around the campus. I can actually see one right now coming down the road toward me, and the car is driving by itself, Ken, and I can see the safety driver who is there to take over, but only in case of an emergency.
The moving blue icon you see now on Richard's screen is the autonomous vehicle we just saw traveling down the road at Ames. Let's call it Vehicle 1. And most of the time, Vehicle 1 will be able to get from point A to point B without any issues. But today, utilizing a host of onboard sensing technology and artificial intelligence, it detects it's approaching something that it doesn't know how to deal with.
That's right, Ken. It looks like it has stopped at the construction site right behind me.
Right. With SAM, the autonomous vehicle becomes smart enough to know when it should not attempt to negotiate a problem by itself. Instead, it brings itself to a safe stop and requests help. You can see the vehicle icon now is turned from blue to yellow, and a note saying that the vehicle needs support shows up on the corner of the screen. The mobility manager then opens up that second screen to access the autonomous vehicle's LiDAR, cameras, radar, and all the onboard tools. The mobility manager analyzes the information to gain situational awareness and understand what the problem really is. He can look at it from all angles and decide how best to get the vehicle around it. The mobility manager chooses a safe route for the vehicle to follow and paints a virtual lane around the obstacle. Once that's done, will release the vehicle at the appropriate time as signaled by that flag man, and Vehicle 1 is back on its way.
the satellite communication in terms of GPS with the vehicle is not working for some whatever reason, right? We need to have connection with satellites in order to send the GPS through the cloud here so the system knows where the car is. For some unknown reason, that is right now not happening. What we're going to do is we're going to try in about 15 minutes, just try to see if the satellites come back and we can pull it. It has nothing to do with the software, everything is working fine, it's just that when GPS doesn't work out, right, the car doesn't know where it is. So I apologize, but I'm hopeful that it will work in a couple of minutes, and please hang around and we'll demonstrate. All right? Thank you very much.
Marty.
Center in Moffettfield, California, where Nissan is testing SAM. Now, there are several Nissan autonomous vehicles traveling around the campus, Ken, and I can see one coming down the road toward me right now. The car is driving by itself, and I can see the safety driver who is there to take over, but only in case of an emergency, Ken.
Well, the moving blue icon you saw on the screen that just turned yellow is the autonomous vehicle we just saw going down the road in Ames. Let's call it Vehicle 1. And most of the time, Vehicle 1 will be able to get from point A to point B without any issues. But today, utilizing a host of onboard sensing technology and artificial intelligence, it detects it's approaching something that it doesn't know how to deal with.
Yes, it looks like the AV has stopped at the construction site right behind me.
With SAM, the autonomous vehicle becomes smart enough to know when it should not attempt to negotiate a problem itself. Instead, it brings itself to a safe stop and requests help. You can see the vehicle had turned from blue to yellow on the screen, and a note saying the vehicle needs support shows up right in the upper corner of the screen. The mobility manager then opens up the second screen to access the autonomous vehicle's LiDAR, cameras, radar, and all the other onboard tools. Mobility Manager analyzes the information to gain situational awareness and understand what the problem really is. We can look at it from all angles and then decide how best to get the vehicle around it. Mobility Manager determines a safe route for the vehicle to follow and literally paints a virtual lane around the obstacle. Once that's done, he releases the vehicle at the appropriate time as signaled by the flagman, and Vehicle 1 is back on its way.
And there goes Vehicle 1 safely around the obstacle and on its way to complete its task of getting to its scheduled destination, Ken.
Now, once the mobility manager writes up some notes, let's keep that up, right? Once he writes up the notes, he saves it to the cloud. The artificial intelligence built into SAM allows the system to ingest that information from all the autonomous vehicles, learn it, and then share the data with all the other autonomous vehicles when they need it.
Well, that is good to hear, Ken, because I believe I see a second autonomous vehicle heading down this street towards the very same construction site.
The amazing part about SAM is that utilizing the data shared by Vehicle 1, Vehicle 2 already has learned the solution at the construction zone because it was on its planned route already. When the flagman gives the appropriate signal, which the car can interpret via its sensing equipment, Vehicle 2 just follows the learned path and continues down on its route. Think of how much data will be available when there are millions of autonomous vehicles on the road, communicating with each other, sharing their solutions. And as AI technology improves, vehicles will require less and less assistance. Today, we demonstrated SAM's ability to deal with a construction site. But that's only one of many situations a fleet of vehicles will come across in an average day that a human driver can navigate, but cannot be navigated by the AI in current autonomous vehicles. The human element is what allows the autonomous vehicle to circumvent the rules of the road and other logic that's programmed with, like crossing double yellow lines or driving on the shoulder of the road. To get around that construction site and keep traffic moving, the mobility manager had to paint a path around the obstacle that took the vehicle on the wrong side of the road. At this point, we've had another satellite connection feed We are going to reset. We apologize. We'll be back soon. Our car is doing its job. We're just having satellite problems. Thank you for your patience. We will be back soon.